Salam. Today, we will be doing the exercise of Chapter 4, Class 11 Statistics, according to PTB syllabus. Today we'll be solving question 4.6. Calculate the mean deviation from mean, mean coefficient of dispersion, and variance from the data given. Also, calculate range, quartile deviation, and the coefficient of quartile deviation. Now don't be scared and let's jump right into the table. First of all, we will use the weights i.e. class intervals to find the midpoint. The lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. Then, we calculate the total frequency, which is 372. Now let's find the simplest of all, range, which is r equals the midpoint of highest class minus the midpoint of lowest class. Which are these? So we just subtract 78.5 from 51 which is 27. Next we will find the mean deviation from mean. What is mean deviation, you ask? Watch lecture 4.1 to get a clear idea about it. Anyways, as we need to find the MD from mean, so we'll first find the mean. And for that we will multiply each frequency with its respective midpoint in the column fx, and so the summation fx is 24,024. Thus the mean is calculated as summation fx over summation f, which is equal to 64.58. So now, we know the mean, so we create another column. F multiplied by absolute x minus x bar, which is the mean. So we multiply each frequency with absolute, respective midpoint minus the mean, like this. Now do the same for all the rows. And you'll get the summation equal to 2130. We know that the formula of MD is summation f absolute x minus x bar, divided by summation f. So we do 2130 divided by 372, which equals 5.73. Now, we can calculate mean coefficient of dispersion, as we already know the mean and mean deviation. We just put the values in the formula, mean deviation over the mean, so it is equal to 0.09. I hope you got it. Next we will move on to find in the variance, for which we use this formula. S square equal to summation fx square over summation f minus bracket summation fx over summation f whole squared. Notice that we know all parts in this formula except one. Did you find it? Yes, it is summation fx square. To find that we addition another column into the table and multiply the midpoint x with fx for all the rows. Then adding all the values we get, the summation fx squared will be 1,569,282. And now we can calculate the variance like this. So the answer will be 47.84. Now we will find the quartile deviation. And for that first we need the first and third quartile. And on top of it we first need to find the location of the quartiles. So let's get started with it. So we create another column of cumulative frequency first, in which we add each frequency with the preceding frequencies. For Q1, the location is the n over 4th observation. That is the 93rd observation. And so it lies here, as it is greater than 83. Now for Q3. The location is 3n over 4th observations, which is the 279th observation, and it lies here. So now we calculate both quartile 1 and quartile 3 simultaneously, using their formulas. You can learn more about how to calculate quartiles in this video. So here Q1 is equal to 59.4. And Q3 is equal to 69.65. So now we can easily calculate the quartile deviation, which Q3 minus Q1 over 2. So it is equal to 69.65 minus 59.4 over 2. Hence we get the answer 5.1. And last but not the least, we calculate the coefficient of quartile deviation. For that we also only need the first and third quartile. The formula is Q3 minus Q1 over Q3 plus Q1 is equal to 69.65 minus 59.4 over 69.65 plus 59.4. So finally we get the answer 0.08. Oof, what a lengthy question, but I hope you liked it. So don't forget to subscribe.